throughout. And I thought they did some really good things. So disappointed we came up short. Was so very proud of the way that our guys battled for 60-plus minutes. And we came into this week talking about having to be together. We knew there was going to be good moments. We knew there'd be times that, that we get knocked down. And our guys just continue to respond. And, it's heart breaks for them. I just, it was impressive to watch them continue to fight and make too many mistakes throughout the course of the game against a good football team. But our football team, they're gonna grow from this. And I hate coming up short, but I think they showed their identity and the heart that they have, and how much they care about each other and care about this university and how they want to represent it. And we're going to have to continue to get better. I do want to take this time just to tell all of our fans, all of the entire Seminole family, just thank you. Thank you for that crowd. Thank you for the experience today. Thank you for what you mean to us. I mean, it was an incredible atmosphere to be able to play this game. It was truly special. Like I said, we've just made too many mistakes to be able to overcome that tonight. But we're going to continue to go to work, and this team will respond here moving forward, and we're going to continue to improve.
All right, first question will be Brandon Seminoles from Noles 247.
Hi, Mike. You mentioned the response of the team. Curious, after the game, what did you see from the players and their response? Even in the seconds after the game, seemed like some guys wanted to leave, go to the locker room, but they were told to stay. I guess, what did you see immediately after the game?
It's disappointing to come up short, and these guys had a really hard and grueling fall camp, and the way that we prepare, the investment that we pour into each opportunity. I mean, it's just challenging. We'll make sure we finish the game. Even when we come up short, we finish the game the right way. And Notre Dame, they played hard. It was a great college football game, but they're in the locker room. I mean, our guys, they're disappointed. I told them I was proud of them. I told them I'm proud of the heart that they showed, the identity that they put on display, and we all know. I mean, we know the mistakes that were made, and there was not any one play, there was not any one moment tonight that you could pick 15 of them, and there's still times that we shot ourselves in the foot. Didn't win the turnover battle. I mean, there's things that we're going to be able to reflect back on in all phases that we're going to have to improve. And but our guys, they know what's coming, and they know the response that's necessary, and we're continue to work that.
All right, next will be Aslan Hajjandi from Warchant.
Coach, what is it about McKenzie that he's able to do what he does in moments like that? And just how much is that did it catch you by surprise, or I know you hoped you would be able to do that, but to see him do that, what does it mean to you in this program now?
I mean, McKenzie's a great competitor, and as we went into this week, he just continued to tell me, Coach, I'll be ready, and you never know when that opportunity is going to present itself. Jordan had a couple things happen there late, and McKenzie came in, and he was ready. He was prepared well. He was such a wonderful competitor. It was great to see him get the opportunity to go out there and compete. And anybody that knows his story and all that's gone into it, he's somebody that you cheer for, and just a special young man, and just to see him rise up in that moment, really proud of him.
Next will be Matt Baker from Tampa Bay Times.
Mike, what did McKenzie bring to you guys that Jordan maybe didn't early on?
Well, I think Jordan did a lot of good things tonight. I mean, he made the a lot of plays or some things that were challenges. As we went through the game, Jordan was able to extend plays. He was able to hit some big throws down the field. When he got late in the game and he was unavailable, then McKenzie came in and answered the call. And it's there's obviously a lot of focus goes on that position for what it is and what it does. But I mean, we all have the same responsibility just to be prepared and go out there and execute at a high level. And I thought McKenzie did that. I thought he executed at a very high level. It was impressive to see coming in late in the game like that, but put himself in position to be able to achieve that.
Next will be Ira from Warchant.
As far as the run defense goes, I mean, that was a really dramatic turnaround from a year ago. So you have to be happy about that. But on the other side of it, they hit a lot of big passes. Were you surprised that they went to the air as much as they did, or would you have expected that?
Oh, I mean, we had an early bust early in the game. I think we were our guys were amped up. We talked about their closure, make sure we all communicated. We had an early play that they're on fourth down. Gave up the first touchdown. We thought guys settled in, and they you had to give credit to them. I mean, they made some great throws and catches on one-on-one balls that you're pushing the ball down the field. We've got to continue to work to finish those plays, but also got to have at times when guys go out there and are able to execute in very small windows. They've got some good players. Quarterback, I thought, played well. We were able to create some pressure. We were able to, obviously stop the run game. But at the end of the day, those are all things that we're going to continue to work on and make sure that we can clean up some of those big plays that we're had.
Hey, Coach. So, the transfer portal sometimes has been looked at as a double-edged sword by a lot of people. But when you're out there tonight and you see guys like Jermaine, Kier, McKenzie making the kind of impact that they did, is tonight just an example of how the portal can be a good way to help build a team and then kind of supplement what you already have?
It's about finding the right fit. And I don't care. I mean, we want to build this team the right way with the right fit for Florida State. And those young men. I think they're great players, but it's what's in their hearts. It's the relationships that they come in and they've invested to build with their teammates, and that's what I saw tonight. Whether it was offense, defense, special teams, the guys that have come from all different journeys. Some guys transferring in, some guys have been here for many years, and some guys just stepped foot on campus. And, at the end of the day, they're doing their part in building a relationship and understanding, who we represent and the opportunity we have in front of us. And so, I'm grateful for the way that the transfers played, but it's not really shocking to me because I watch how they invest in this team and how hard they go to work with this team at practice every day.
Next will be Luke Pickard from Spectrum Sports.
Mike, what was that conversation once you guys cut it to 3 in the fourth quarter that you had on the sideline with Jordan and McKenzie?
I just told them just to continue to keep playing, right? And, obviously there's a couple things that we had seen, just throughout the series that we wanted to be prepared for. So just kind of going over a couple things there.
All right, next will be Andre from Thomas Democrat.
Hey, Mike, just if you could talk about just the decision to start Jordan and then kind of how you look at the quarterback situation now going into the next week. What happened.
Yeah, what was the first question?
No, just what you saw to come with the decision to start Jordan, and then just based on the performances of both of them today, like how you're approaching who starts next week.
Yeah, I think Jordan had a great camp. Was continuing to grow and improve in all phases. Tonight, I thought there was some good and some things that he's got to learn from, and we've got to make sure that we're owning the football. There's a couple decisions that I know that he wanted to have back, but also at the end of the day, he had some plays where he was able to do some things with his arms and his legs that were really impressive. We're always going to continue to compete, continue to work together, and I'm excited about that quarterback room. I'm excited about Jordan Travis and who he is as a player. And we're going to continue to push forward there together, and we'll face all that stuff as we get into this week.
Coach, you mentioned learning from this game, but at what point, or actually, how do you not let this be an emotional hangover? How do you not take the baggage from this week and bring it into next week while also retaining those lessons?
It's about, you learn lessons from every experience that you get and every experience that you have. And our guys, they're disappointed. They're hurt. We got a short week coming up, so we don't have a whole lot of time to hang our heads. And tomorrow will be an off day for them. We'll have corrections and things that we'll send them. They'll have treatments and things like that. But we've got to prepare for a game this next Saturday, and we have to be better. You look down at the mistakes that were made, and they cost us against a top 10 football team, and that's a reality. And so our team knows what it takes. And we're always going to be about the work, and so we're going to respond from this the right way. And I sure don't want to have that feeling of what we just had again.
I was going to ask two questions if I can. Number one was about your guys' running game, how well you guys ran it, Jay-Sean, Trayshawn, Lawrence. You had to be proud of that effort. And then on the other one, when you got down 38-20, like, what did you see? I'm sure you were eager to see how the guys would respond. And obviously they did. What did you see at that moment from your team?
There was, starting off with the run game, those guys, we knew that as the game would continue to wear on, we just had to just keep, going at it and not try to abandon it. I know early, there were a lot of, Notre Dame did a good job. Showed some things that hadn't shown before, and so we had to adapt and adjust throughout the course of the game. And that's good coaching on their part. But I think our guys, they believed in the plan, believed in the adjustments. We were able to hit some big plays in the run game, and I thought late, it was impressive. And those backs, they work extremely hard in practice. The guys up front, they believe in what we can do running the football. We want that to be an identity of this football team. And and then when that starts happening, you see the things that opens up in the passing game as well. Second question. Give me that one again.
Sorry. When you guys were down 38, I know that's why I try to be tricky. When you were down 38-20,
yes.
Obviously they responded well, but what did you see at that time?
Yeah, that's going to show up at every point of the game where those momentum swings hit, and just watching our guys play, I wanted to see that effort. I wanted to see them be together. I wanted to see the passion and pursuit to go out there and just win the play that was in front of them. When you're down 18, you're not going to get it in one play. You just have to continue to stack play after play on top of each other, and that's what showed up. And that was what I was so pleased with, is that we weren't focused on what the scoreboard was saying at the moment. We were just focused on the play in front of us, and that's probably one of the greatest lessons that we learned from tonight, is that we did what we needed to do to put ourselves in a position, and it was just a one play focus. And so as we can grow from that, that's how it's got to start in the first quarter and how it needs to end. Ironically enough, I showed the team last Friday. One of the most storied games in the program's history against guys from Gainesville, and it was a similar fourth quarter type comeback where guys just played, and we put ourselves in a position to tie it up late. I wish we would have had a couple less, a mistake or two less that showed up, but our guys battled and put themselves in a position to win the game just by focusing on one play at a time.
We're going to wrap up with the three hands that are raised.
Coach, in overtime, the decision to challenge the fumble / incomplete play, it seemed to just go to the absolute last tick, right? Because Ryan got lined up and could kick the field goal. Was that the referees slowing on blowing the whistle? Was that just kind of a last minute decision to do it? And did you guys have was there any thought of going for it on 4th down if it was indeed going to be overturned as it was?
I was, as part of the normal conversations, seeing if, usually plays that are close like that, you get a review and they buzz down for it. If not, the only way you can do it is with a challenge. It was something that I believed was an incomplete pass, wanted to shorten the field goal attempt. Really wasn't, thinking of going for it in that, just wanted to, have a shorter attempt, to the field goal, but just the timing of it played out the way it played out.
Hey, Coach, so it looked like you guys made a change at center at halftime. I saw Bavian was in there after Smith played most of the first half. Was that health related, or did you guys just decide to make a change there after a couple snaps didn't go your way?
Yeah, well, Maurice is battling throughout this week with being a little banged up, and was able to get himself available, and really put in a lot of hard work to be able to do that. Then it got to a point there, end of the first half where we needed to make a change. He was limited in what he could do, and so he was not going to be available for the rest of it. But we'll explore where he's at, and be able to go from there, move forward this week.
All right, last one, we'll go to Andre.
Mike, just 4 sacks tonight, and just what Jermaine was able to do early on, very first game, first drive, and everything. The impact that he made in the pass rush.
I thought Jermaine played really well. Was active not only in the passing game, but also just against the run. I thought our defensive front played with tremendous energy. I thought they were definitely very physical in their approach of what they did. And they fed off that with each other. And there's still things that we're going to be able to go and improve on, but that was something that was a big focal point for us as we're moving forward. And those guys, I thought, have worked really hard and showed up in some good moments tonight. So we got to take that foundation and continue to improve on it here moving forward this next week. But definitely, I thought Jermaine played really well, and he brought tremendous energy to our defense as well as our football team.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.